This lesson, we will explore how the brain works as it is related to self esteem. The brain is made up of cells called neurons. These cells have nerve endings called synapses and dendrites. Nerve endings release chemical and electrical stimuli to communicate with each other. This brain communication forms neural pathways in the brain and is the basis for how the brain works. What I believe. Okay. Initially, when you learn something, the pathway or connection is weak. The more frequently you think a particular thought, the stronger the pathway becomes, forming an automatic habit of thinking. We call this brain training. How your self esteem is formed. Your brain works the same way in forming how you think about yourself. As a child, your thoughts about yourself are formed from the messages you've heard and believed from important and influential people in your life. For example, if you were continually made fun of by classmates and not invited to play with them when you were a child, you have probably developed a low self-esteem thought pattern regarding friends and social situations. As a result, as an adult, obsessive thinking reflecting these patterns may automatically surface in social gatherings where you experience anxiety, fear, and nervousness based on thoughts like, people don't like me. I was only invited because they had to. Nobody's going to talk to me. I don't know what to say. These beliefs are what we call your dominant thought pattern. They operate on automatic, like a habit, and are the thoughts that trigger consciously or unconsciously your feelings and reactions to the circumstances of your life. But we have good news. Thought patterns can be changed. When you become aware of what you are thinking and feeling, you can choose and practice using new thoughts and behaviors. With practice, your new thoughts will become your dominant thoughts, replacing old patterns of thinking. Now, in the following video, Joe Richards explains in detail how your beliefs are formed.
Sabotaging. So let's talk about beliefs first. What is a belief? A belief is anything that you believe to be true. Is it necessarily true? No, it's not. It's just what you believe to be true at a particular point in your life based on the best available evidence you have at that time. There is no such thing as a true belief or a false belief. There are only useful ones that help and support us, or harmful ones that sabotage us and stop us from achieving happiness and success. So can a belief be changed? Yes, it absolutely can. Sometimes changing a belief can happen in an instant. Let's take Father Christmas as an example. At one point in your life, you happily believed in Father Christmas until someone told you he wasn't real, usually a well-meaning older brother or sister. I can remember when I found out that Father Christmas wasn't real, I was absolutely devastated. I so wanted him to be real. Now, when I first heard this terrible news, my evidence that Father Christmas was real was starting to change, so I was no longer convinced. Asking my parents whether it was true backed up what I'd been told, so sadly I now had a new belief that was based on my new best available evidence. Father Christmas wasn't real. Another example is when someone is happily married and they find out that their husband or wife is having an affair. In the blink of an eye, the belief that you have a happy marriage is shattered. So those are two pretty extreme examples. Is it usually that instant? No, not always. It depends on how deep-rooted the belief is. Now, some of your beliefs will be very deep-rooted, so you may need a little help from EFT or something similar to shift them. But you can change many of your beliefs easily enough as long as you're prepared to put in a little bit of effort, and that is what the 4 steps is all about. So let's talk about how a belief is formed. A belief starts as a thought. Imagine your conscious mind, the one you talk to yourself with, is like a camera, and your subconscious mind is the darkroom where the pictures are developed. When you talk to yourself either positively or negatively, your camera is constantly taking pictures and sending the pictures to the darkroom to be developed. Your darkroom, or your subconscious mind, then goes to work to make the pictures happen. That is what it's designed to do. A couple of really important facts here. Firstly, your subconscious mind does not know if you're kidding or serious. And secondly, it doesn't know the difference between a good belief and a harmful one. It will just develop your pictures and do what you tell it to do. And this is how we start to program our minds. Your darkroom, or your subconscious mind, will work tirelessly to make sure that this happens. It will take note of the negative affirmations and make sure you don't forget them. That is what it's designed to do. Have you noticed that people that say I'm not very confident are not very confident? And why people that say I never lose weight, and that people that say that I'm always late are always late? Time management is a great example of how a belief can run our lives. Over the years, I've coached many clients who were notoriously bad at time management, as is often the case with small business owners. They would rush around telling themselves that there weren't enough hours in the day, that they could never get on top of things, and that something always got in the way of being able to plan properly. I learnt the hard way I could teach them every time management tip, tool and technique in the book, but unless they were willing to work on the belief that caused the problem in the first place, i.e. I'm rubbish at time management, then they would always end up back exactly where they started, rushing around like a headless chicken. Always. Your brain can only do what you tell it to do. The more we repeat negative things to ourselves, then the deeper the negative belief will go. The deeper the negative belief, then the more likely we are to repeat it until it actually becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. You say it, your subconscious mind believes it, and then helps you to become it, and round it goes. You've just created a program. Your program, patterns, and automatic pilots are what run you. Imagine your brain is like a computer and you have installed Windows Vista. Your computer is not going to start running Windows 8, however much willpower you have and however much you really want it to. And this is why you will only make long-term changes in your life if you work on your negative beliefs and self-talk first. If you want to improve your life, you have to start by changing your beliefs.
Woman in the Mirror covers substance abuse, mental health, and domestic violence. If you need help in these areas, the education and prevention programs at Life Skills Academy can help. Go to lindamcqueen.org. The page will open up to Life Skills Academy. Again, go to lindamcqueen.org. Once you are there, the page will open up to Life Skills Academy. While you are there, please take advantage of our forums, chats, group meetings, webinars, and hangouts. If you have any questions, please email us. A link to the website and email address will be provided below. A certificate of completion will be issued upon completion of courses taken with Life Skills Academy. Life Skills Academy provides a platform for domestic violence survivors and other women's issues. There, they can share stories, heal wounds, and take back their lives. Create your own group in the forum today. Go to lindamcqueen.org. The page will open up to Life Skills Academy. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Remember to like and share. And if any of you can donate to this channel, please do. Go to lindamcqueen.org to make a donation. Thank you.